Hi, it's another Monday. I'm Natha Campanella. I'm here with my weekly Monday forecast. I'm going to talk about what's happening in the astrology of the week so that you can use this amazing wisdom tool of astrology to help you think a little bit deeper, explore some of your inner depth of your soul, and just feel more emotionally stable. So April 20th through the 26th. It's a big week. The sun is moving into Taurus on the 20th, which ushers in a whole new energetic quality. The sun is our sense of self, and when the sun enters a new sign, we are very influenced by the energetics of that sign. Taurus, fixed earth. We are firmly rooted in spring now in the Northern Hemisphere. We are in the new season. And remember that something important about Taurus is that Taurus is very hedonistic and very much loves things that are comfort and is very resource oriented. But with Taurus, we can tend to base our worldview based on how comfortable something makes us feel or uncomfortable. And so it will be important this month to be very aware of whether we are operating from a place of, oh, this is what I've always known to be true, this makes me comfortable, and therefore it is the truth. Or if we're willing to get a little bit uncomfortable and maybe use that as the impetus to do research, dive deeper, and perhaps change some of our perspective. And the reason I say that is because we have some other astrology coming down the tube. We have a new moon on the 22nd in the sign of Taurus as well. And so it is connecting with Uranus, which brings us changes, new beginnings. It is also squaring Saturn, which encourages us to break some of the bonds that we have allowed to bind us. Although with Saturn, we always want to do everything with a very measured sense of responsibility, okay? There is something important with this new moon around claiming our responsibility. Really knowing that what we believe to be true is because it feels true for us in our bones, not because the news or old programming has taught us that this is what we blindly believe, okay? And that is important because we do have Pluto going into retrograde this week for the next few months. Remember that Pluto on the dark side is our planet of unconsciousness. On the high side, it's our planet of awareness. And so we're always, hopefully, trying to cultivate a sense of awareness, but that means that we have to come out of our unconsciousness. And it tends to be true that when something is unconscious to us, we will deny it vehemently because we can't see it. But as Pluto is in retrograde, we will begin to get these whisperings and these inklings that it may be time to leave an oppressive situation of our mind, of our soul, and really looking at some of the ways that we have been deluding ourselves. So there is a very strong reading between the lines kind of energy that is up, that is very, very important for all of us right now as we are in the midst of so much shifting and changing, is that it is more important than ever to really do the research, get very clear on where we stand and what we want. And part of that is because from a vibrational perspective, we want to be fantasizing and really thinking about what we want in the world as opposed to what we don't want. When we get trapped in the fear spiral, a vibrational match to that is that things start going downhill. And when we are coming from a more empowered place, and remember that Pluto is all about being empowered ultimately, that's when we have our autonomy. That's when we're making decisions from a place that feels right and feels good. So fantasize about what you want, the changes you would like to see. And the key word of change is so important right now because the sun is also going to conjunct Uranus this week. That is, letting go of expectations, old expectations, opening ourselves to new possibilities, because oftentimes the solution to a problem is something that we never even saw coming. So remember that. All right, so I am teaching a class. It's a free class. It's on relationship astrology. You can register in my bio. We're going to be looking at the astrology of living in a house with people. And many of us have been in our houses, spending way more quality time than we ever have with the people in our houses. And so we're going to talk about that. So I encourage you to register. It'll be fun. And if you would like to work with me privately in the form of a private reading or otherwise, you can find that on my website. And I've been doing some great astrology readings lately for people, really just breaking down what this whole crisis is doing for them in their lives, what it's showing them, and it's opening them up to so many, new perspectives, new possibilities. So it is a great time to do a reading. And if you don't want to do a reading, sign up for the free class. All right. In the meantime, send me DMs if you have questions, leave me comments, and share this with people that might benefit from it. All right. Happy new moon. Bye.